Good morning and welcome to the Paul Green Comedy PaulCast. It is May 4th, 2024. This is episode 158? Or is it 157? Oh, shoot. It's one of those episode numbers. I am doing pretty well. May the 4th be with you, and may you be prepared for your social media being flooded with Star Wars memes on May 4th. All right. I am back on schedule. I am releasing my podcast at 8 in the morning because my huge fan base complained that I released a couple episodes in the afternoon instead of the morning. And so to my huge fan base, the two of you know who you are, I am back on track, releasing at 8 in the morning. And you're welcome. So I'm actually feeling pretty good. I know. It seems like mostly I'm just on here going, I suck, my comedy's not good, and there's a place for that. But last night, I did 2 shows at my home club, JP's Comedy Club, and in the 9 o'clock, I had a 10-minute set, and at the 9 o'clock, I had a 15-minute set. So at the 7 o'clock, I did about 5 minutes of new material that I have been working on. And it actually felt good. I think it went well. I felt connected to it. I felt energetic. I pretty much worked on that 5 minutes all afternoon. I went and got kind of a late lunch, early dinner, and just pulled out my notebook and I just wrote that whole routine, the whole kind of 5 minutes out freehand. And then just pictured myself saying it and, what's the feeling behind this? How can I connect to this material? And then while I was doing that, some new sort of act outs started to surface as I was writing. I'm going, oh yeah, that might be a fun act out there. And so I put all that together. I, again, wrote it out freehand. I rehearsed it in my mind a lot. And then I went to the club. And I got to the club, I set up my piano and all of that stuff. And then I actually, when the show started, I wasn't going on until later to the show. So I actually went out to the back of the club in the parking lot behind it and just paced around and just rehearsed the routine, 3 or 4 times just so I could really remember it. I didn't want to go up on stage with my notebook. And then I did the routine, and it went well. I think it went pretty well. I'm going to have to watch the tape. Isn't that what coaches always say after a football game? And some reporter asks them some question that they don't want to answer, so they just say, "Yeah, I'm going to have to look at the tape. We're going to have to watch the tape on that one. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to look at the tape." Now, I'm a little worried, if I can be honest. Because there's kind of this, it's not really a saying, but kind of this common experience that comedians will have, which is when they do a routine and they think they totally killed, and then they go and watch the tape, and then they go, oh, no, I didn't kill. That went okay, but I didn't crush it. Now, by the same token, a lot of times comedians will think they totally bombed, and then they go watch the tape, and they go, oh, no, I didn't totally bomb it. It was okay. I'm a little nervous that I'm going to go watch the tape and go, oh, actually, that didn't go great. It went okay. And I'm going to tell you, everybody, I don't want to just keep being okay. I want to be great. And I know that takes a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of failure. And that is what I have been butting up against for quite a while now. I have really been trying to find my new voice, find a new act, find a new set of material. And yeah, while still having to do shows, I did a show Thursday at a retirement or a 55 plus active adult community. And I pulled out 4 or 5 bits that I would be totally fine if I never did those ever again, to be honest. But because I have an audience in front of me, I got to do material that I know at least at one point in time was working okay. But I'm looking to go to the next level. So hopefully when I watch the tape, it feels as good as it felt in the moment. Although, I mean, not everything was a home run. So I'll have to go back and then see, okay, maybe there's a little bit of pullback here, or how can I tighten this up there? But I feel like I'm at least on the right track. And that feels really, really good because it has been a long time coming. So because I only had 10 minutes in the 7 o'clock show, I did about 5 minutes of new material, and then I did my typical crowd work and improvised a song, which was super fun. And then in the 9 o'clock, I had 15 minutes, so I actually did more new material. I did probably about 7. I'm trying to think of when I got the light. I might have done 10 minutes. I might have done closer to 10 minutes. Now, I was pretty loose with the material. I'll have to go back and watch how much I was actually sticking to the script and how much I was playing off the audience and sort of riffing, because I know I was doing a little bit of that as well, which is a crutch of mine. I'm trying to break myself of those habits. It is so hard for me to just stay on script and to just trust the script. And anyway, so I did that. I filmed both of them, but overall it felt really good. I just feel like, okay, I am on the right track with this new writing style, the writing style that I have been talking about the last couple of weeks. And yeah, that's that. Isn't it so weird? It's kind of harder to talk about life when things are going well. It's almost like we are programmed to just want to complain about how everything is. It's not going well, and I wish I could. This didn't go well, but no, it felt good. And so I will be performing again tonight at JP's Comedy Club and doing 2 more shows. And what I'm going to try to do is see if I can test out some even more new material. Try to not do what I did tonight or last night, and see if of all of this stuff that I've been trying to work on and trying to write and just trying to mine my little brain to just get as many ideas out of there as possible. And I have so many premises, and so I will be working on that. So after the shows, I went and had dinner with my good buddy, the man, Jim Perry himself. And by the way, it is necessary that I point out that I did have a sugar soda last night, and I'm a few days early. And I want to talk about this. So those of you following the podcast know that I have set a goal to myself to not drink sugar soda, except one night a week. And so what had happened is we go to this restaurant last night, and I wanted to order a Coke Zero. They didn't have Coke Zero. They didn't have any diet but Diet Coke, and I'm just sick. I don't like Diet Coke. I'm sick of it. And so I just kind of went, yeah, whatever. I'll just get a Dr. Pepper. Now, here is the thing, everybody, and I've talked about this before. I am all about setting goals. I'm all about setting diets, and I'm all about holding to those diets and being as strict as you can. However, I have learned that sometimes it is better to not beat yourself up, to not go into the shame, not go into the guilt, not go into, oh, I slipped up and I had a Dr. Pepper one night when I wasn't supposed to. All's off. I don't deserve love. I'll never be successful, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like that has been a tendency for me in my life to, as I call it, turn misdemeanors into felonies. So if you're setting a goal and you're out there and you're doing something and you're making tons of progress and then you have one little slip up, it's just one little slip up. Do not put all this weight on it. Do not put this shame and this bigger underlying story of going, oh, I always mess up. I try to do these stuff. Well, I already drank this one. I drank one soda and I was supposed to never do that again. So I might as well just binge and then go drink 1,000 gallons of Dr. Pepper and give up on my goals. It's going, nope, just one night I had some Dr. Pepper, and tomorrow I'll just hop right back on and just move along. Just trying to alleviate the weight and the guilt and the shame associated with trying to go for goals. So, yes, I had me a Dr. Pepper last night. Yes, it was outside of the scope of my goals. And no, I don't feel any guilt, shame, or remorse, nor will I, and nor will I allow that to throw me off my overall goal, which is to have a beach body, as much as this body can become beach by July 20th, because on July 20th, I am going to be heading out to Los Angeles to do a little beach networking event with my talent agency, with my commercial talent agency out in Los Angeles. All right, everybody. I know this one is running a little short, but I am glad to be back on track, releasing these at 8 in the morning. I'm glad that after all of the work and the back and forth and the struggling to feel good about any material, I was actually able to deliver some material that just started to feel very natural, feel in my pocket, feel like I had an emotional connection to it, that I wasn't doing any of the stuff that I used to do. I wasn't playing misdirect. I wasn't doing jokey joke. I wasn't trying to do puns, wasn't trying to be deceitful or all of that stuff. I was just able to say what I thought, express my opinion, demonstrate the opinion, and just say what I felt and do so in a comedic manner. And that was personally a huge win. And I think it is so important to celebrate the wins because, as I said earlier in this very podcast, it is so much easier to just beat ourselves up and to never feel like anything is ever good enough, and life can get a little drab, and I've experienced that before. So, feeling good. I am feeling good. So, still a ton of work to be done, though. My goal, I don't have a date on this goal yet, so I guess I can't call it a goal. I haven't been that ambitious yet to say, by this date, I will have a new hour of comedy. But that ultimately will be the goal, is to have a brand new hour of tight, connected comedy in the new format that I'm writing in, that I feel totally comfortable and confident that I can present on any stage and have it go very well. So that is the goal, and I feel like I took one small step last night, and hopefully I'll take another step today. All right, everybody, that is the podcast. I hope you're doing well, your dreams are going well, and that you are moving forward, finding the little joys, the little wins, finding progress and growth. Don't let misdemeanors turn into felonies, and let's keep moving forward towards our goals. All right, everybody, I love you all so much. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.